A beautiful sunny day. Perfect to finally start fixing up this Honda ZOOMER 50, also known as the Honda Ruckus. Not sure what you call it, but I really like its design. Don't know about you, but as they say, to each their own. So let's leave that as is. Last time we left off, everything seemed to be working. It stopped stalling. Probably because we gave it a bit more RPMs, but in my opinion, a bit too much. The one thing still in question is the compression measurement. Last time we checked, it was barely 10, and the manual says it should be 14 ideally. I'd be happy with even 12. So the only thing left that might help is valve adjustment. And that's exactly what we'll be doing in this episode. If you're interested, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and as always, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work on the engine. AF58, a real mess, but it is what it is. To open the valve cover, you'll need an 8mm socket. Pretty standard for Honda. Nothing scary here. But before we dive in, I want to measure the compression again, just to see what we're working with and compare it to after the valve adjustment. This is the compression we're getting. Ideally it should be 14, but we've got 10, barely. So now I'm wondering, is the piston kit toast or can the valve still save the day? Let's check what's going on under the valve cover. What kind of clearances are we dealing with? Alright, here we are, under the sacred valve cover. First we need to find TDC, top dead center. There are two lines to line up here. How do you know you're at TDC? The valves should be able to move slightly, okay, both the intake and exhaust. Now let's measure the clearances. Intake valve should be 0.004 inches, exhaust 0.007. In millimeters, that's 0.10 for intake, and 0.18 for exhaust. Trying the feeler gauge, nothing's going in. That intake valve is tight, no gap at all, which means it might be leaking a bit. Checking the exhaust now, it's a perfect fit. My theory is someone's been in here before and mixed up the adjustment shims. I'm going to try swapping them and see if that helps. If not, I'll tell you the next steps. We remove the shims by pushing the valve down and using a magnetic tool to pull the shim out. Don't drop it, you'll regret it. Make sure you have a magnetic pickup tool ready. It makes life a lot easier. Tried swapping the shims, but no luck. The intake one's too thick, still holding the valve open. Not good. Here's the culprit. That shim. We need a thinner one. I'll use a caliper to measure and pick out a new one. 2 days of hassle, but we finally found the right size. Put in a 1.9mm shim. Now the gap is perfect, nice and snug. Time to put the cover back on and measure compression again. Let's see if all this paid off. Compression's up, but just a little. At least we have a solid 10 now. Before it was barely over 9. So, no miracle, unfortunately. Not great news for the owner, but at least it runs. Let's fire it up, see how it sounds, and finish putting it all back together.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
And that's our little scooter, looking sharp now. The raised suspension made it off-road ready. Everything's working. We swapped the fuel sensor, changed the grips, gave it a cosmetic refresh. Still need a new seat, but that's minor. The main issue was the valve adjustment, and sadly it didn't give us the result we hoped for. We wanted at least 11 compression, but no dice. The engine's nearing the end of its life, unfortunately. We'll deal with that later. The season's just starting, and the owner wants to ride for now. Later, he'll decide whether to keep repairing or let it go. That's it from me. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. See ya!